shot it pulling up with a real bad, bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Dubai tag on. I got it in the bag, man. Getting all type of cash. I'm a general true. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's some truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a...
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Ryan Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from second and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Dalton here from the gun. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
With it is Jackson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Michael Johnson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Mariota. That is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Ross on the return. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati comes back out here, Charles. Let's assess what they've done so far through 3 weeks. They're 2-1 coming off that loss against Carolina. They got a couple injury issues on offense. Joe Mixon's dealing with a knee, and then A.J. Green, I think he tweaked his groin. Yeah,
and that's really difficult for them to continue to fashion their offense because in the passing game, the offense will run through A.J. Green, and Joe Mixon is supposed to be their 3-down back now, even though they do have Gio Bernard who can come in and give them some relief. But here's the key for them. 2-1 start. They have to go to Atlanta, who got beat this past week, is going to be upset. They need that one badly. Then they're home against Miami, who's off to a 3-0 start. Then home against Pittsburgh, who's had a rough beginning themselves. So their schedule does not lighten up at all. They're going to need people like Tyler Boyd to step up the wide.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. A nice little juke. And the Titans getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build on. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Second down, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Johnson in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. So Dalton now. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Go, on the ball! On the ball!
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. Here's Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
A first down throw for Mariota. And a grab over the middle by Stocker. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
4 down. Lead. 318. Go 368. Heavy.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Here you go, 368.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Morgan able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. Mariota. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kendrick Lewis. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception here, Mariota. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Mariota now to throw on first down. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Mariota now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Steps away. Throw left side complete. It's Lewis. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. A good pickup there, a 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
One.
Again, it's Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Throwing, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play fake. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Suckup will put this one right through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Returning it, John Ross. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Johnson bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Throwing is Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And he finds his target. It's sharp. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
1st down, Mariota looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Dalton now to pass. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
We're good. 368. They go 368.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Benny Logan getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. 1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Back now in Cincinnati. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. In for the score. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now Mariota escaping the pressure right. He dumps it off for Henry. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Mariota now from the 50. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. They've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second down, Mariota again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back to Mixon on first down. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Once again, they run with Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now another timeout here called by the Titans as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe just slumbering a little bit. But taking that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores. Happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Mariota on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. A second down throw here for Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 46. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Oh, passing it. Dalton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
2 by 2. Move.
Now Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Heavy. Hey.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.